Now let's analyze the case where situation where we are making use of a close path clause. So here the condition is more or less like that of an and, but instead of and we are making use of an or. So that means it's based on the condition on which half of that or the condition is getting activated. So that will give the valid results. Now let us analyze the case of the syntax of on this particular query. So here it will be the select column fields followed from the table name where condition or condition. So if the first condition holds true, then engineer have to go for checking the second condition. And in case if the first condition fails, then only it will go for checking the second condition. This is what this particular query means. Let us take an example where we have a case where we have the select each of the fields or we have a select all from the table. We will analyze both the cases here. So here select all name address from persons where ID is 4 or address is Bangalore. So in case if the ID is 4, then you do not have to go for checking for the address to Bangalore to be mandatory available. Now in the second case, if select star from the persons where ID is 5 or the address is Mysore. If the ID is 5, then the address Mysore is not necessary to be checked. And here in this case, all the fields from the table will be displayed, not just the name and the address. Now here what happens is that if the ID 5 fails, then address with Mysore will be checked. In case if the ID 5 works, then address with Mysore is not a mandatory factor to be checked. So let's analyze these both of the queries in this Source Management Studio, and let us see how accurately this particular query works. Now we can analyze the case where the ID is 5 and the address is Paris. You see, ID is 5 and the address is Paris accordingly works. We can see it's available. In case if the ID is not working, we give it as 52 because we can see that 52 is not available in the table. ID is nowhere 52 available, but the Paris is available. But still the query will work, so it's still working. Now that means here for the second case, if the 13 is no more available, but Washington is available. See, Washington is available, but 13 is no more available. But still the query works because the second half gets activated. Now in case if this, I can remove this and make it as 3. In this case also it works because the first half will be checked, because 3 will be checked and Washington will not get checked. Washington becomes an optional factor. That is why the same field arises again. So we can see it's still arising. Now in case if it is no more, the first field matches, and also the second field is also no more match because we are 23 Washington is no more available here. So in this case, we can see the second table gives an empty field. So in case of the second field we have a matching field, we can see again the table is back. You can see it will be back over here. So we can see still it's back. Now in case if the Paris is not available, we name it as Spotify Paris and we can name it ID 52. In this case, we can see that there's no match pair for this particular query anywhere in the table. So we can give a particular, we can see that for the first field will be empty. Here this first table will be empty in this particular case. See, it's empty. Now in case if the Paris is brought back, we can see the Paris is available. So this is how the OR logic works with an AND where clause.